Welcome back to another episode of Blam Blam Truckers. I am Beas. That is somewhere's Beas, and somewhere else is our special guest Fiona. Tonight, we are once again going back into the world of Homebrew D6 Transformers.
Back to the Future?
No, back to Homebrew D6. Yeah, it takes place at the same time as now. It's just so I guess it can't be Back to the Future.
When will then be now?
Just missed it.
Soon!
All right. So, Beas, I will let you take over.
Okay. When last we left our hero, Ramp Jumper, he's met up with Olivia, Fiona's character, and Grunt, and they've decided to go back to the base and introduce Olivia to Secundus and Doc. That sound right?
Correct.
After having a bit of an adventure dodging a cop who pulled them over because they didn't put on their lights. And
It happens.
Ramp Jumper used up almost all of his energon, shifting his form. And then Grunt managed to replenish his energon. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other YouTube stuff, because we need viewers.
And
the
our
show
editor
isn't going to
needs to put
monetize
out-
itself.
And our editor needs to put the shows out regularly.
Yeah, that would also help. That would help a lot.
Yes.
All right, against Grunt's better judgment, you guys are heading back to the base. Do you have any idea where you're going?
I assume I should.
Possibly better idea than Grunt.
I don't think that's fair. I think Grunt knows exactly where headquarters is. I don't think he knows where he is, but
Yeah, he'd have to know where he is to get there.
What do I need to roll if I need to figure my way back?
navigation.
I got a 13.
The trip back takes well over an hour, and if I remember correctly, we're already at, 2 o'clock in the morning? Fiona, where do you think Olivia is? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, after 3 at this point. How awake is she?
Pretty awake since she just met aliens.
That's definitely going to give you an adrenaline rush, but
Yeah,
driving in a car that keeps getting lost isn't exactly going to keep you awake.
that's true. I might doze off at some point.
All right, give me a stamina roll.
Sure.
I guess. Would stamina be it for staying awake?
Well, is she trying to stay awake?
I don't know.
I think I am. That would be a botch. So 6.
Okay. You fall asleep on the way back
Okay.
after the second time that Ramp Jumper loses his. He's like, no, I think we're going the wrong way. And Grunt says over the radio, "Do you want me to? I can lead us back. I know the way."
I think I've got it, Grunt.
Are you sure?
Let me know if you...
You got lost twice already.
All right, give it a shot, Grunt.
Ooh. Grunt easily navigates you back to base, cutting off a good half hour. Grunt just exploded a lot.
Fair
Law
enough.
of averages. I botch. She explodes.
So you guys get back a little bit before 3 a.m. because of Grunt's amazing navigational skills. Before you get quite back, you hear over the radio, "Identify yourselves."
This is Ramp Jumper and Grunt coming back to base.
You don't look like Ramp Jumper.
Grunt can confirm I had to change my vehicle form due to a interaction with the local, I believe they call themselves cops, law enforcement, prime guard.
I don't remember that.
That was before I talked to you, Grunt.
What are cops?
They're the people with the blue and red lights on top of the vehicle.
Oh, the Prime Guard.
Yeah, I called them prime guard at one point.
Hmm. So why did you have to change vehicle form?
Because they were chasing after me, and it felt like a good idea so that they couldn't find me.
Seems like a waste of energon.
Yes, that's where you came in, Grunt. That's why I asked for help, because it was a use of energon. I don't know if I'd call it a waste.
That sounds familiar.
Then we had to drive out to the desert.
You guys are clear. Just shut up. And why are you coming? Get in here. Tell me why you're coming back to base.
It's probably going to be easier once we get inside to go over it. Secundus awake, and if not, can you get him?
Sure. Secundus! Screams over the radio.
More gentle shake awake, but okay.
I don't want to touch him.
Fair enough.
Guys, what are you guys all yelling about? You recognize the voice of Forager.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Doc.
I was in sleep mode.
That's Forager.
I was trying to get some of us, do recon during the day.
Yes, Forager. I just need to talk to Secundus. I didn't think Grinder was going to do a wide area radio blast. My apologies.
I'm going to try and get back to sleep. Olivia, you don't hear any of this, just so you know.
So
All
I
right.
guess I'm still asleep.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Secundus comes online. What?
How much longer till we get inside? Out of character.
Probably a couple of minutes.
Hi, Secundus. We're coming in. We have a visitor and information.
A visitor?
I take full responsibility. Grunt was against it.
Let's not do this over a quasi-open channel, even an encrypted one. Get in here and you better have a good reason for whatever it is you're doing.
No.
Zing. Unless you want to say something.
Nope. Zing works.
All right. So, you guys get to the base and give me a perception check.
17.
When I was 17, I drank some very good beer. I purchased with a fake ID. My name was Brian McGee. I stayed up listening to Queen. When I was 17, in the comments down below, if anyone can tell me what that song is from, you win 15 blam blam points.
Can I win 15 blam blam points?
Well, if you win it, then nobody else will get it.
That's true.
You just have to put it in the comments once this video goes live.
All right, so you roll a 17, and you hear a voice out loud. You're clear? Go ahead. You're clear, guys. Go ahead and transform. You don't see anyone. You just hear it.
I'm gonna try to wake Olivia up with talking over the internal radio speakers. Olivia. I need you to get out of the car so I don't accidentally crush you.
Okay. I just sort of sleepily reach for the door and just kind of step out.
Are you kidding me? You brought a fleshling back here? Grinder.
I told you we had a visitor. I will explain this all to you in Secundus. Sir.
You just call Grinder, sir?
Yep.
Oh,
After this, I might be busted down lower than him.
Seems unlikely out of character. We do not want humans on the base to know about us yet. We're not ready. Why did you bring her here?
This is what I needed to talk to Secundus about, as I'm transforming. She found out about us. We didn't tell her entirely. There's kind of a mix of things going on. There was...
All right. Olivia, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Spot check.
Sure. 1 moment.
Bum, 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 bum.
Team.
That'll do. It's dark out. It's quite dark out.
Mm-hmm.
There's some starlight, and your eyes have adjusted a little bit, but not a lot. Suddenly, what looked like open prairie, not open prairie, open area in front of you, because you're in the mountains. It just lifts up, and underneath it, there's. Well, you thought Ramp Jumper was big.
I did. Yeah.
And he's standing there, and there's Grunt standing behind him. And Grunt's even bigger than Ramp Jumper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they both pale in comparison to the size of the robot that appears almost out of nowhere with a giant ship behind him. Giant, very broken ship behind him, holding up what looks like a line that's now breaking, like a tarp is breaking out across the sky. And where before there was absolutely nothing.
Take a couple steps back.
The robot is easily 40 feet tall, more than twice the size of Grunt.
Oh. You guys can get pretty big. I look over at Ramjumper and I go, "Are you like just a kid?"
I am one of the youngest of the people. Hi, we'll talk later. If I survive this.
Yeah, young and stupid.
Was that Secundus, Grinder, or Forager?
Yes.
That was Grinder. Out loud. Not over the radio.
Hi, sir. I'm looking at Secundus when I say this one. Hello, sir. I can explain. This is entirely on me. This has nothing to do with Grunt. He disapproved of this plan. Sir, to start with, I would like you to meet...
You hear over the radio, "Doc, get out here." It's Secundus.
This is the human Olivia.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hello.
Do you want me to wait for Doc before I start with explanation, sir?
That would be a good idea. I can go if you want. No, Grunt. I'd love to hear your part in all of this. So after a minute, Doc walks out. Olivia, Doc is kind of a not shiny but glossy, silvery powder blue color, and he's shinier than all the rest of them in the fact that the starlight is kind of bouncing off of him a little bit. And he stands at a whopping 7 feet tall.
Oh.
He's just a little bit bigger than you are. And yeah, I don't know if you want to react to that or anything.
I kind of like wave, but I'm also kind of like slowly edging behind like Ramjumper's leg.
That's fair. All right. I guess this is the part where I start explaining.
Secundus looks at Doc. Doc looks at Secundus. And they both turn to you, and Secundus nods. Yes.
Okay. While I was out on my mission, I went into sleep mode in an area which seemed safe based on prior nights. This human, Olivia, sought me out and opened my doors, and once she was sitting inside of my seat, started...
Hold on a second. I'll give you a minute to gather your thoughts. Olivia, give me a mind roll.
Okay. 15.
All right, so you're kind of freaked out by this situation,
Uh-huh.
obviously. All right. That was a question more than a statement.
Yeah.
So because you're a little freaked out, you don't realize it, but you start activating to get a sense your nascent powers, and you get a sense of everyone there. And no one there really seems to have any ill will toward you, and you are overwhelmed with the amount of compassion and concern coming from Grunt.
Oh.
Also, you're also getting the least amount of concern from some robot in the darkness that you can't see even a little bit.
That would probably be Grinder.
That you've heard twice already. Yeah, Grinder. You don't know his name yet. He hasn't been identified, but
I kind of look over at Grunt a little bit.
he's just looking at you.
Okay.
All right.
So, sir, because she had what appeared to search... Well, I don't know if she searched me out, to be honest. I was not awake at that point. But I woke up to her talking to me, and I don't know if this is the correct human word, but caressing my steering column and talking to me. I had... Not lying. I had assumed... I'll give you a moment, Beas.
Oh man, that
Look.
was wrong.
That's how we make first contact, okay?
That was not what happened in the movie First Contact. That was probably not how, Bumblebee would have described his contact with Witwicky there in the first Michael Bay film. Sorry.
Look, it's how I make first contact, okay?
Apparently.
And because of that,
I'm
sir,
ready.
I had assumed she knew who we were, and I began to ask her if she was a representative of her people.
Who's she?
Since she... According to her, no. From what Grunt and I gathered later, she thought I was a normal vehicle and was attempting to abscond with me for valid reasons, which we can get into later, I assume, if you would wish to question her, as they are her reasons alone, and I do not wish to misrepresent them. But she agreed to point us to a junkyard, which was part of my mission to locate. And on our way there, due to myself not quite following the rules of the human fleshling roads. We were pulled over by what they call cops. Thank you for that word, Olivia. Which we sometimes refer to as their prime guard.
It's hard to have a
And
prime guard without a prime.
yes, but these cops pulled us over, and they were going to try to take me into their custody and take Olivia into their custody separately, as they believed I was a stolen vehicle. Kind of funny now that I think about it. However,
You probably should have let him. That was Grinder.
it did not seem like a good idea at the time, and I did not...
Can you even imagine what you would have learned? That's espionage 101.
Yes, but another part of espionage 101, at least for me, is to not bring innocent people in with you. She was doing me a favor.
By trying to steal you.
She was showing me to the junkyard. The stealing thing was already over by this point.
Interesting. That is not something Grinder would say. This is what Grinder would say. Yeah, right.
So anyways, we just, after attempting a minor deception upon the cops that failed, we rolled out of there. And because they kept chasing us and felt like they might catch up, I used some of my energon to scan a different vehicle and turn into it and pull off to the side so that the cops could no longer chase us, as they were looking for a different vehicle. But because of that, I was very low on energon. I called out to Grunt. Grunt came to assist. We went out to the desert. Grunt met Olivia, where she told us more of her story and refilled me on energon. And based on some of the information she has, such as these wonderful things called phones, they're small devices that are independent, and we can use them to track where we are for navigation purposes. They can apparently also communicate over longer distances than our radio. But I'll let her explain that because she knows more of it. But she has so much knowledge, and since she has already been introduced to us, I felt that maybe that knowledge might be something that you and Doc could use to help us as we acclimate to the dirt planet.
It's a water planet.
You call your planet dirt.
Yeah, but it's still mostly a water planet.
The dirt water planet.
Mars would be like a dirt planet.
So let me see if I got this right. Protoform.
It's this Grinder. Yeah, this is Grinder.
Yeah. You revealed yourself to a human thief, to a fleshling thief. You made yourself aware to the humans' prime guards. And you wasted an enormous amount of energon trying to escape. Does that sum it up?
With all due respect, I wasn't talking to you.
Just trying to wrap my head around what you consider, what espionage means to you.
I made decisions based on the situations of the moment, which I have done throughout my entire career. And
Your very short career.
And I came back so that my superior officer could decide, yeah, I'm going there with him, so that my superior officer could decide whether or not my actions and judgments were correct or incorrect. Yes, I admit that Grunt disapproved of my plan to bring the fleshling back. However, I felt that based on the information she had, and the fact that she is the only fleshling who is aware of us as of this point anyways, before having her go away, I wanted the opportunity for her to meet my superior officer, and she was willing. I did not capture her, and her thievery, as you put it, has some valid reasons behind it, which I am assuming that Grunt understands as well as I do as to why she was, or why she is a thief. It is not of her own accord. Grunt, please agree with me on this one, I'm hoping.
Sorry. Cord made me think of Hondas.
Oh,
Yeah, she's, I think we might have to fight some people. I think there's some human Decepticons here, boss. Hold on, Secundus. Hold on. Before we reveal any more to to a human, to a fleshling, let's hear what she has to say. What was her name again? Olives?
Olivia.
Olivia. Now, this gigantic robot, who towers over everyone else there, Olivia, is now kneels down to the ground and is leaning over you, blocking out the very stars. All right, miss. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stand next to her as much as possible.
Yeah. So
You're still well under his shoulders at this point.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want her to...
Both of you.
Look, I don't want her to think I'm gonna step in behind her or anything.
All right.
So yeah, what he said. I ran into Ramp Jumper here, and we had a discussion, and he asked where the nearest junkyard is, and I agreed to help him find that. And then we had a run-in with the police, and we escaped the police. But he changed from one car to another car, and then he asked for help because he was low on energy.
All well and good. Tell me about this situation of yours.
Oh, that part. Yeah.
Yes. Why did you attempt to take one of my men?
I didn't know he was one of your men. I thought he was just a regular car, and so, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have tried to steal a sentient car. But, well, the long story, made short, is I have a brother who, did some bad things and got in with some bad people and owes some people a lot of money. But then he has been arrested and is in jail. And one of those bad people approached me and said, if I want to keep my brother safe, then I now have his debt and work for him now. So I really can't. I don't know what else to do, except I just want to keep my brother safe.
And how do you work for this bad person?
I steal him cars, and I bring him those cars, and I don't know what he does with them, but it helps cut down my brother's debt, and it keeps him from getting hurt. So that's what I do. I'm not proud of it. I really wish I wasn't doing it. but I'm kind of stuck. Like, I can't go to the police about this because that would get my brother hurt. And I can't refuse him because that would get my brother hurt. So I really don't have anything else I can do.
Hmm. You have me at a disadvantage, Olivia. I have no way to verify your story. And if we let you go, how do we know you won't tell everyone about us?
I mean, if you don't want me to tell people about you, mum's the word.
Hmm. Mom?
Okay, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it means I won't say anything.
Ah. Even if they threaten to kill your brother.
Why would they threaten to kill my brother over something they don't know?
And sir, if I may, she had an opportunity to be dropped off by Grunt and I, go away, and possibly call whether these people who are currently influencing her with threats of harm to her brother, or even to the local cops. I think you called them police this time. I don't know what their names are. But she did not. She could have easily gotten away from us and caused us trouble. And instead, she chose to come and meet you.
I have no intention to cause you trouble.
Tell me about this person who's threatening you.
He's a loan shark. His name is Kian. Is that correct?
No, it's Rudra.
Oh, Rubra. He came up to me
You sell out of character.
Yeah.
You're selling the cars to Kian.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right.
So anyway, so he came up to me after my brother was in jail, and he basically said that my brother owes him a tremendous amount of money and that he can't pay where he is, but I still can, but that he can reach my brother where he is, and if I don't get him his money, and don't start paying off this debt, that he would hurt my brother. And so I knew this other person that my brother knew. He just runs a car chop shop, which probably sounds horrible to you people. I'm sorry.
What's a chop shop?
It's where you bring cars in and they can either get taken apart for their bits, or like their identities kind of get taken away so that they can be resold.
And you were going to do this to Ramp Jumper?
I told you I wouldn't have done it to a sentient car. I didn't know he was a person.
She did offer to get out of. She did offer to leave me alone the moment she realized I was sentient, sir.
You hear over the AM radio, and you didn't take her up on this because...
Internally, because she was also offering to show me where junkyards were, and she had a piece of technology that we do not have that could also assist us. And if you need me to roll con, I understand, because I know that knowing what it did came afterwards. But
yeah, go ahead, roll con.
Because entirely I am just trying to get Grinder to shut up at this point.
Well, that was Secundus talking to you.
Yeah, that's Secundus.
Oh, I thought that was Grinder's voice. Okay. Well, I said it already. I'm just going to go with it. I'm stressed. I could have thought it was Grinder.
Secundus is literally towering over us.
Yes, but also Secundus is talking out loud normally, but
okay.
that was
Hmm.
internal.
That's true.
17. Not bad on 3D. Probably not good enough, but not bad on 3D.
We'll talk about this later. When the human's not here.
Uh-oh. Yes, sir.
So Grinder chimes in. I think the easiest way to deal with all this is just to, kill this Rudra guy. Maybe the Kian guy, too. We are not looking to kill humans, Grinder. I'm just saying.
Is this
It
out
wouldn't be
loud or
that
internal?
hard. This is out loud.
She had informed Grunt
FIona would
and
also
myself...
look really uncomfortable at that idea.
she informed Grunt and I that might cause more issues for her family. Grunt had suggested that.
How many people are in this guy's organization? I mean, they're just fleshlings. It wouldn't be that hard to take them out. Again, Grinder, no, we are not here to kill fleshlings. I'm just saying, it'd be quick and easy. Bing, bang, boom. All done.
Yeah, I'm going to let Secundus take care of this.
All right. Olivia, would it be all right if Doc took a look at this phone you said it was?
Yeah, sure.
Doc walks up to you and puts his hand out. He
shacks us.
He actually looks smaller in some ways than you do. Like there's gaps in his. He looks thin and lanky.
So she hands him the phone.
She doesn't have the phone. Out of character.
Oh. Yeah, I
She
think
doesn't?
we got it back, yeah.
When did you get it back? It was on his dashboard.
When he transformed.
He
gave it back.
He didn't say it.
Well, if she doesn't have it, I should be able to produce it.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be able to produce it.
Okay. I didn't realize I had it, so I will just have it.
Remember, last session, it had integrated with you.
Right, but I thought she had taken it out at one point.
You were using it to navigate back, remember?
Yes, I did say that.
Yes.
So at some point she would have had to have put it back on, but that was more
And you would have had to tell the GM, but you didn't say it, so now there's ogres.
Well, one could say that since she said she took it, you could... Never mind. Anyways, I will produce it when...
Listen. I was paying attention to this very carefully, just in case this scene came to... Because right now we have 1 item in the game. 2, if we count, your ion blaster pistol and your shield. 3, I guess. And what Grunt is holding.
Fair enough. So, long story short, I'm going to hand the phone over. Regardless, I will hand the phone over when it is asked for. If I have it, I would just hand it over.
You going to say anything?
Oh. With your actually, yes. Olivia, with your permission.
Yeah,
she
of course.
Just said it was okay. So Doc takes it from you. He kind of takes a step off to the side, and you see his tiny little hand. Well, bigger than Olivia's, but compared to you, his tiny little hand wraps around it, and there's a little bit of noise, like Transformers, all that transforming noise, as he integrates with the phone. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, Secundus goes, so, Olivia, what would it take to free you of this debt? To deal with these? These are criminals, right? They're not law-abiding citizens, this Rudra and this Kian.
They are not law-abiding citizens. And it would take me about $350,000.
Is that a lot of?
Sounds like. Go ahead, you do it.
Is that a lot of fleshling money?
It's a lot for me. It depends. Some people it isn't. Some people it is.
Could you ask some of the people who it isn't to help you?
I don't know anybody with that much disposable dollars.
I mean,
All right.
why don't your police just arrest him if he is bad?
So I can't go to the police with this because that would cause my brother harm. The police may or may not. They might be building a case. They might not be building a case. It's sort of one of those things where they kind of have to gather evidence and do all of the legal things, but they can't do illegal things to get the legal things. Our system's kind of weird.
But don't you have this evidence? I mean, you have proof of him threatening you, I assume.
So, again, I can't go to the police with this. Like, it won't get anywhere. They have very expensive lawyers and things like that. And whatever
What's a lawyer?
It's a person who helps people stay out of jail. Sometimes those people are innocent, sometimes they're guilty, but they all have what's called due process. And a lawyer kind of works in that system to let people not go to jail.
Can't they just plug into the sparks of the people to find out exactly what's happening?
Okay, we can't do that without using a cortical implant. Remember in Transformers Prime, they had to use a cortical stimulator to go into each other's minds. These are beings;
But,
they can't just share memories.
Okay, I thought they were able to at one point, but maybe I'm missing.
Well, maybe, but
I'm missing the. I might be missing the minutia. And when I think cortical stimulator, I think of Star Trek Voyager. But
yeah, they pretty much ripped off Star Trek with that one. But hey, who hasn't ripped off Star Trek?
And who hasn't Star Trek ripped off of?
And considering that the two guys who came up with Transformers Prime actually wrote the first Star Trek movie of the new Trek.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's going to be some overlap.
6 degrees of separation. It's fine.
Then I withdraw
one.
I withdraw my previous statement.
Okay. It's real complicated. Lawyers are good and bad. Sometimes they do real good things. Sometimes they do real bad things. Well, that's not true. Sometimes the law is just difficult.
So, Secundus, if the Prime Guard, police, that's a verb, isn't it? Police.
It can be. It can also be a noun.
Your language is strange.
Would someone who engages in policing be a police?
It'd be a police officer.
One who officiates policing.
Correct. Shortened down to just police or cops or a whole bunch of other things I'm not going to say.
All right. So if they got their hands on the evidence through some other means, they would be able to build a case against Rudra and Kian.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Ooh. Well,
if you were to get a new car, would they immediately try to have you give it to them? Or do you have a vehicle of your own?
That's a question for the DM.
That's a question the DM didn't understand. When you mean get a new car, what are you saying exactly?
Are you asking this out of character?
Yeah, it's a question for the DM, so.
Okay, long story short, he is asking, does
And
she have a
first off,
vehicle?
time out. No. Wait,
Mhm.
I know how to handle this. Fiona,
Yeah.
what did you take that question to mean?
I took that question to mean, does Fiona already have a vehicle of her own?
Hmm.
Or would these, like, if I just suddenly showed up with a new car of my own, would these guys suddenly take it? Is that accurate?
Actually, exactly what I was asking, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm the only one who, when he said get a new car, I assume he meant steal another car for them.
No, I'm talking about like her own personal
I
ownership.
got it. So you understood it and you said it, and I'm okay.
See, Tim and I are on the same wavelength, which isn't great.
Well, in all honesty, Fiona almost always seems to understand me in any game we're in, which
It's
is
true.
funny.
Yeah.
Because I'm crazy in most games, but
That's my job.
Anyway, would they just take your car if? Well, Kian wouldn't take anything from you unless you're selling it to him
Right.
or whatever that system is, because we haven't gone over in detail what your deal with him is. But he wouldn't take your car any more than he would expect you to take his car.
Correct.
Rudra wants the money.
That's all he wants.
Yes. Because your brother, who
Is
currently is unnamed.
$350,000 like a good? I would never discuss an amount, but I feel like that's a good amount that would feel out of reach for me. But
Oh yeah,
okay,
that's where are you going to get that from?
yeah, yeah, okay,
That's more than most people pay for their house.
yeah, okay. So we're good.
And I
It's
don't
not.
know what your brother does or did that Rudra would lend him that kind of money.
I feel like it was a bunch of mistakes that just kept adding up, and he would just keep getting deeper and deeper. And I think he was more like in it for like I own you because that kind of deal.
I think that's possible with the way I described Rudra, but
But now that he's useless to him, he just wants
I
his
was
money.
thinking maybe he was borrowing the money to buy something for a big score, like a bunch of guns for gun running.
Also possible. I don't know.
And that's how Rudra got involved with it.
Okay.
But I'm not making a decision on that tonight.
You can decide however you want. Fiona, Olivia doesn't necessarily know what it was that her brother did or was owing things. Just, this is now your debt.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. So to answer your question, no, they would not take your car.
Yeah.
You may want to tell Floofy Ramp Jumper over there.
Okay.
That.
No, I think if it's mine, they wouldn't just steal from me.
I mean, couldn't we just record couldn't I just record the situation and then, like, use that to, if you were to drive me or Grunt around as your own vehicle, then if we recorded things, couldn't things anonymously be sent to your police? We can even, depending upon where we're parked, we might even be able to record other things so it doesn't just look like it's you. So these human Decepticons can't blame you when things go poorly.
Well, there's
All right.
a few problems with that. Can I roll a law enforcement?
Sure.
Okay. That would be actually not terrible. 13.
It's a mid-moderate roll.
Okay.
You have a moderate amount of knowledge about this, about the legal system.
Sure.
I assume, I don't know what you wanted to roll for.
I was basically going to say, like, there's some problems with that. Like, so one being if they realize, like, this is the conversation they had around me, they might pick me as, like, the person who was a snitch. There's also the problem with, like, the chain of custody and where this evidence is coming from and authentication of this evidence and a lot of things that, like, good lawyers will get things kicked out in court for.
Would it be enough for the police to even look at, or would they just completely dismiss it if it just came from an anonymous source?
It might be something that they'd be looking into, but I'm pretty sure the police know who these people are. Like, that would be a pretty good guess that the cops know these guys, they just can't, like, pin them right now.
I would say the cops don't think they're big enough fish to have
Yeah.
active. You need a reason to have an active investigation against somebody to allocate those sorts of resources.
So, yes, so they probably know him, but they're probably like, we got other things to do.
My character wouldn't think of that.
And think of what views.
Trying to frame them for something they didn't do.
No, but Grinder would.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that. I'm like, Grinder would think of that. But I wouldn't think of
If
that.
he knew the system better, which he doesn't.
Because even if my character could figure that out, he wouldn't do it. My character's fairly honorable. Sometimes sucks. Anyways.
Doc chimes up. Olivia, where can I get one of these? How would I go about getting one of these incredibly simple computers for myself with access to your internet?
You just need, like, a phone with a wireless plan. That's it.
What does that mean?
It's a phone that has some sort of wireless carrier that you either pay up front or you can have a subscription to, and then you have all the access to the internet that you want.
How many thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars would that cost?
Oh, you can get, like, a family plan for, like, $100 a month.
How do I go about acquiring these dollars?
Oh, that's, steal cars. I mean,
I'd prefer something legal.
I mean,
We're not pirates.
yeah. So here's the thing. You would need a job or to sell, like, something that you made or something like that.
Go on.
That's basically it. You either work a job or you make a product or service to sell to people.
What are
Like,
people interested in buying right now?
they're interested in buying basically everything. They like to buy a lot of stuff. I'm gonna just, like, bring up Amazon and be like, look at all the things that people are buying.
So he's standing next to you.
Yeah.
I guess. And he's got the phone in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And once you bring up Amazon, the screen just goes into incredibly fast, rapid movement.
Yeah.
Faster than the eye can follow. As he zips through as he starts going through Amazon. And it's going through all sorts of things. Just incredibly, incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And then he stops and he goes on a random page, maybe, I don't know, Teddy Ruxpin or something, I have no idea. And he goes, this information system you fleshlings have created is it's very robust and rather unnecessary.
How so?
so much of it is overlapping, and the vast majority of everything I've seen on here so far is trivial.
Oh, yeah. Humans are great at trivial.
I see.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
but, like, if you want something less junky and more interesting, and I bring up Etsy. Here you go.
Again,
Yep.
flashing to the point where the phone is kind of starting to overheat, and Doc just kind of stops. I may be overloading your primitive device.
Possibly, yes.
I mean, Doc, could you make a better device that we could maybe use instead? I don't know.
Yes, easily. It would be very, very simple. I'd have to take this one apart, and I would need parts and tools that I don't have.
Understood. So,
But once I analyze this one, I might be able to cobble something together.
out of character, I got a 13 for my knowledge roll.
Okay.
And I'm
What
about
were
to
you
say,
trying to learn?
not trying to learn, trying to more say whether or not I would think of this, and you can tell me whether or not. I figure I should be able to with a 13. So, at a matter for us making money, I've seen vehicles, some open back and some, I assume, that are similar, but they are closed off, literally carrying things. Could we not do that for money? Seemed a
Yeah,
basic
you'd think of
concept.
that.
It's a basic concept, so I figured. I mean,
Yeah, delivery's a thing.
and perhaps maybe for our internal holograms, we could use a picture of perhaps a fleshling girl who could maybe hold the money for us and provide it to us while she does other things.
You wouldn't have a concept of girl.
Okay, fine. A fleshling. I mean, there's female transformers.
Oh, you did not read the post from today.
No, I did not read the post from today.
There are female transformers, but that's more a thing where they are identified by fleshlings that way than they identify themselves that way.
Fair enough.
They're not in any way, shape, or form do transformers reproduce in a...
I'm well aware of that. However, I have seen multiple transformers over the years with
I can
what
name
appear
most of them.
with what appear to be robotic memory glands. So
Yeah, starting with Black Arachnia, who was the first.
fair enough, but it's still there. Still part of
I'm-
the overall lore. I understand. I'm not belaboring the point. I'm just
Okay,
saying that's why.
so let me say this. With the background you've given me for Ramp Jumper here,
Mhm.
he was created after the war started.
Yes.
He was created after the Seekers were created,
Yes.
which means he was probably created not with the Allspark, but with a Vector Sigma machine.
I assume so, yes.
And he's never really been outside of the Cybertronian star system.
Correct.
So he didn't interact with fleshlings before the war because he wasn't alive. There weren't any fleshlings for the most part on Cybertron.
I was thinking just girl might have been the wrong word, but we would still be having this conversation. I was thinking female because I've known of female transformers.
Right. But again, that's something... Look, wrapping my head, it took me a long time to really wrap my head around what being a Transformer would actually be like, thinking out through all the possibilities and all the ways that of how they're created and whatnot, and what those implications mean. I've treated this like old school Heinleinian and Bradburian sci-fi here, Asimovian, if you will. If those names mean anything to you guys or any of you truckers out there.
90% of them do, yes.
All right. So, yeah, male and female, I don't think Transformers even have the most basic concept of what that would mean as far as gender goes. I think they would after interacting with fleshlings, because it's so ingrained in fleshlings, because it is an integral part of how they procreate, reproduce, whatever term you want to use. But Transformers don't think that way, generally. Even though some of them do seem more female or more male when looked at from outside, that's not a distinction they themselves would make about themselves.
Understood. I also just thought in the original series,
Oh yeah.
I heard a couple of them referred to as she.
Oh yeah. They were.
Okay.
It's my take on it. I've said that many times, and the people who are creating the first generation of Transformers were trying to sell toys. And they were trying to sell toys to boys and girls, even though no female Transformers actually came out until Black Arachnia in the toy line. Not a single one.
Even though they were on the show occasionally?
Yep.
Okay.
Even though RC was one of the major characters in Transformers the movie.
Fair enough.
They did not put out an RC toy until the 2000s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm basing it. Yes, I merely based it off of my own knowledge of Transformers. And it made sense to me.
It does, but I'm also trying to figure out what you mean by have our hologram handle do things. You were very vague there. Maybe I should just have Fiona translate it for me.
After that conversation, I don't know if Fiona remembers what I said.
He wants the hologram to be like the human interface machine.
And for it to look like her.
And for it to look like a girl, yeah.
I.e., if we got Secundus to turn into a big rig, or if we turned into even like a smaller courier vehicle, one of us, the driver would look like her, so therefore she would be the one getting paid since we don't exist.
The driver would look like Fiona?
Yes. Well, Olivia.
Okay.
That Fiona, that you got where I was going with that beforehand, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, good. I'm feeling better. This reminds me of dealing with another GM who didn't understand what I was saying.
It's fine.
Your amazing lack of proper nouns is confounding.
No, you just gotta follow it. It's fine.
I'm following like 15 trains of thought. Well, 5. Let's see. Yeah, there's 5 trains of thought going through my head right now for the characters I'm keeping track of. A little bit of help with a few proper names instead of just her, the girl.
There's only one female here.
Yeah, but you were talking about a different hologram.
Yes. Never mind. All good. I understand.
I didn't think the hologram was supposed to look like Olivia.
No, it doesn't. Oh, yes, you didn't. Never mind. I get it. Yes. I understand what you're saying now.
Right.
Okay. So, with all that being said, as long as Doc understands in character what we just kind of went through out of character.
Oh, man. Oh, all right. I'm just thinking of you in the other game that neither me nor Fiona were in, where you were gesticulate. Actually, I've seen this. You gesticulate a few things, and
Mhm.
someone at the table knows exactly what you meant by that. And most of us are just sitting there going.
Oh, it was worse than that. One person could tell exactly what I was trying to say completely without error. Another person understood 60 to 70% of it. The GM had never had any clue what I was doing, which was frustrating to him when the other two people completely agreed that is what I said. Because sometimes they didn't even realize I didn't say it. I just hand motioned and they completely got it, so they thought I physically said it. That was so frustrating for him. As it would be for you.
As it would be for you, actually.
Yes, but I normally catch those things. Not
Mm.
always. Not always. Typically, you're the one I don't catch it from. But
I don't talk with my hands. As the only Italian here, I don't talk with my hands. Sorry, Italian descent. I'm 100% American. Anyway, what were you trying to? Let's get back into where we were.
okay, I'll restate it. So, Doc Secundus, what if using our hollow emitters or fake robots that we use when we're driving, so it looks like someone's driving us? What if we changed one of us, to look like Olivia and took jobs hauling things? I've seen vehicles on the road that haul things from place to place. If she could manage the money and give it to us, we could start to make human money in an honest manner.
And what would we do with it? Secundus asks.
We could buy phones. And maybe over time, things like, we know where these junkyards are. I'm actually, why do humans have these junkyards? Can we just grab stuff out of them? Or do we need this money to grab stuff from them?
You need the money to grab stuff out of them.
We'd be able to get scrap from the junkyards with this money without stealing it from them. Really? You guys sell junk? Well, I guess we need it, so.
Welcome to America.
Thank you. I don't feel welcome yet, but I appreciate the sentiment.
As the first fleshling, we do appreciate it.
We will discuss this. I wasn't expecting you to come up with a plan for
It just came to me.
for basically become Uber drivers.
That would be a better choice, because then you don't have to deliver anything, just people from place to place.
Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even thinking of Uber. I was thinking more like long haul trucking or short haul trucking, or stuff where people grab the stuff out of the back of the vehicle and, well, I mean, I know that in real life the driver helps in many cases, but he doesn't.
All right, I got it. Doc looks at Olivia and says, do you think that would help you free your brother?
I mean, it's a lot of money I owe. Like, I- it, it's hard to say. Like, it depends how do you guys have to like sleep or anything?
Of course. Don't all organic beings sleep? Do you sleep?
Yeah, I sleep. Okay. So
I was sleeping when you found me.
Oh, okay. We could do that.
I mean, you don't need to make any decisions right now. Again, Doc Secundus, I was just thinking out loud.
Or, we could just go to this prison and free her brother.
No, because then he would just be a fugitive, and he'd have to go back to jail when they catch him again. And he'd have to go back to jail for longer.
Why would they have to catch him?
It's hard to live as a fugitive and not do more crime.
What if we just drove him to another one of your, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Countries?
I don't think that's it.
Oh. Cities?
Yeah. What if we drove him to another one of your cities, like one in another part of the world?
I mean, I don't think he wants to go to another part of the world. One. And also, depending on what part, I mean, they wouldn't extradite him for stupid stuff like what he's done. He'd probably be fine, but he'd have to, like, want to start a life out in another country. Plus, he wouldn't, like, be there legally, so they could always deport him. There's a lot of problems again with that.
Complicated.
It is complicated.
I still think we should just offline this Rudra and this Kian guy. I think it would just be, how many times do I have to tell you, Grinder? No. But it would be so easy. No. How long would it take you to be out of service if we did this long hauling plan?
It's probably a long time. $350,000, a lot of dollars.
It sounds like a lot of money. I do like the idea of involving their police officers. I think that would, something along those lines, would be the fastest way to get them to end this.
I mean, if you cause enough chaos, the police will come.
So instead of escaping down an alley, if we get the police's attention, we can just take them straight to where these people reside?
You could. And as long as they've got, like, crime stuff going on.
But
But
instead of driving into an alley, we could just drive through the wall of their building.
Yeah, but if you do that, please don't have me be your hologram.
That makes sense. If you'll
I can
be my
be your hologram, baby. When you crashing through the wall.
Well, it feels like we have a lot to think about, Secundus. Should one of us... I mean, not that we're trying to kick Olivia out, but I feel that we should either offer her a room or take her home.
Yes. Yes. Know this, Olivia. We mean no harm to your people here on this planet. But if they start to mean harm to us, we will defend ourselves. And if you betray us, I have your word you won't, and I've chosen to trust you. But if you do betray us, I will release Grinder. Yes!
1 second. Oh yeah, I'm actually going to give Secundus and Grinder. Well, I can't see Grinder. I'm just going to give Secundus a look. Like,
I will not. I will not. That's the wrong way to start that sentence. Can't think of the right way to start that sentence. Do you understand?
I understand. I will not speak a word of your existence.
Good. Hopefully this will lead to a long and healthy friendship.
Sure. I'd love to see you guys again.
all right, I'm going to say it internally. Yes, because most friendships begin with threatening, sir. This is entirely internal on the AM channel.
When she fires back, we are the last of our kind. You didn't see Cybertron before we left.
And how about this? As a show of good faith,
Yes.
I'll pick you guys up some phones, and one of you guys can come pick it up tomorrow.
Doc hands you the phone back. Ramp Jumper, why don't you take the girl home?
Internally, not on radio. Thank goodness. Yes, Doc.
So Doc reaches his hand out to you, and
Okay. Takes the phone.
well, he gives you the phone, and then he puts his hand out in front of you. No, I know what he's going to do. He's going to reach down and kind of almost take your hand and kind of wait for you to put it in his hand.
Okay, she does, like a little handshake.
Then he clasps it and says, "It was a pleasure to meet you, Olivia." That's it. It was a pleasure to meet you, Olivia.
A pleasure to meet you too, Doc.
Hopefully we can resolve this problem you're having, and maybe then you can help us understand your world a little bit better.
I'd be happy to help you understand our world. It's real complicated. Also, I might not be the best for this. I'm, how do they put it? A dumb teenager.
Teenager, how old are you?
I'm 19.
That's it?
Yeah,
Even Ramp Jumper's older than that.
I know. Well, I know.
And in your life cycle, that
Uh-huh.
makes you a quarter or a fifth of the way through your life cycle? Am I getting that right?
About, yeah.
Excellent. That's wonderful. You're just at the cusp of the beginning of your journey.
I sure hope so.
Well, be safe. Watch out for your police officers.
Yeah,
Try not to draw their attention either.
gotcha.
Unless we plan to.
We'll
Okay.
turn on the lights.
What was that?
We'll turn on the lights.
What lights?
Our
Headlights.
headlights.
Did you explain this before? Because I didn't think you explained this part before.
Did not. You just
I
said
did not. My guy is fairly honest, so I was.
Mhm.
If it was any other character, I'd be like, "It's a human expression," but I'm like, "No, I'm not going to say that."
Okay, Ramp. What do headlights have to do with the police?
If you don't turn on
And
your
not the
headlights,
band either.
there's a band called Police.
Yes.
You will have to show me these. We should get going, Olivia.
It's very late. I'm very tired.
What do the headlights have to do with the police, Ram?
So Grinder was telling me, you know how if you don't pay attention to the road signs that that have the numbers, and that's the speed you're supposed to go.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, Grinder was telling me about it.
Okay.
But long story short, just like if you don't go the appropriate speed on roads, if you do not have headlights on, apparently in the middle of their night cycle, the police will pull you over for that as well and think you're driving a stolen vehicle.
Is that how you got the attention of the police?
Yes, sir.
Secundus chimes in. Grinder, I'm going to need a list of all of the things we need to do appropriately on the road. Why? Why me? Why? The appropriate response to get to an order is yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perhaps Olivia can help you with that.
Yes, sir.
Get her back and get some sleep.
Yes, sir.
We look
That was
forward to seeing you tomorrow with these phones.
Sure.
All right, I will transform into my Civic.
Grunt, follow them back. If there's any problems with the police, I want you to act as a diversion. Yes, sir. Not my best grunt voice.
All right. Well, Grunt, follow us. Since we're going to her house, we should lead, and she should probably drive.
All right.
Are you awake enough to drive, Olivia?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say that internally once you're in the car, not like where
okay.
Grunt can hear. So once you're inside the car, are you okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Then I'll get us out to the main. I'll get us out to the main highway, and you can take over from there.
Sure. Could use a coffee, maybe, but
I could also use sleep.
that's the opposite of sleep.
Oh, coffee is opposite to sleep.
Yeah, coffee keeps you up and awake and alert.
Oh, I thought that understood.
Yeah.
That makes more sense with my dictionary.
I think overall everything went pretty okay. I'm not squished.
Mm-hmm. Beas, are you going to have me drive to... Are you going to have me roll to drive to get out to the highway?
Did you just roll?
Yes.
What'd you get?
With the botch, a total of 2 on 4 dice. Once I subtracted my highest and the botch.
Yeah, you're lost.
Well, this is just driving. This isn't...
Oh, that was a drive roll?
Yeah, I figured I knew how to get to the highway from before.
I thought you just told Olivia she could drive.
I said once we got to the highway.
Oh.
Because I figured once we're on the highway, that's a road. Whereas before we get there, it's...
Yeah,
you know.
As soon as you get out of sight of you start driving away, and Grunt is following you as a black SUV, and you still haven't seen Grinder yet, and the tarp again raises up to over 50 feet high with his arms over it, and then slowly drops back down, turning everything that had been visible invisible again. And Doc is no longer there, and you drive off the road into a ditch.
Even if I didn't botch, it would have been a 7 total.
I don't
Um,
think this is the way to my house.
Roll for damage there, Olivia.
Oh. Uh-oh. Was that a strength?
Yeah.
You didn't put your seatbelt on?
I did not. 13.
All I can think of is a scene where Michaela and Spike are sitting in the same seat for neither one of so they could share a seatbelt. And I kept thinking the whole time, is Bumblebee hugging them at that point? Yeah, you're fine. You're a little dinged up and banged around, but
Put
you're
my
fine.
seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't get out without transforming.
Olivia, I'm a little embarrassed to ask this. Can you get out of the vehicle so I can transform and get myself out? And then I'm just gonna direct you and have you drive?
sure.
Apparently I need more sleep.
You also need a coffee. All right. I unbuckle. I get out of the car.
As she's getting out of the car, Grunt comes over says, What's going on?
I misjudged where the path was.
Okay, why is she getting out of the car?
Because I can't get out of the ditch without transforming. And I don't want to crush her.
Get back in the car, Olivia.
All right. Get back in the car.
Grunt
Seatbelt back on.
transforms and easily pulls you out of the ditch.
I
And then
could do that.
transforms back.
I could do that too if
I didn't want Olivia to get hurt.
I stick my hand out the door with a thumbs up. Or out the window.
Thank
He
you,
gives
Grunt.
you a thumbs up back. Wait a minute. Grunt wouldn't know what that means.
Nope.
He just transforms back into an SUV.
I say over the radio. Thank you, Grunt. I
Welcome,
appreciate
little guy.
it. Alright, I'm handing over the... I'll direct you. You drive.
Okay.
All right, give me an automotive roll there, Olivia.
Okay.
Newton John.
13 is the one
All
that
right.
I want.
I understood that
Shoo-wop,
reference.
shoo-wop, do. All right, you easily are able to drive out of there. Okay. Yeah. You guys, somebody give me a roll, a single 1-die roll for an encounter chance.
Or
And the drive back is uneventful, but let's see, probably getting back around 5 in the morning. No, 4 in the morning. It's very no. That probably took about an hour.
Yeah.
Took us 2 hours to role play it out with all our diversions and everything. So, well, it took us about an hour to role play it out. So,
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Sun's coming up in the.
over New York City.
Where are we? Oh, we're in
San
California.
Bernardino.
Yeah, over the mountains, which are to the east and to the north. Yeah, so you get home.
Where do you live? Like apartment, house,
I have a...
shack?
I live with my dad in a house.
She lives in a yurt.
But it's a small house. Like...
Do you have a driveway?
Yeah.
If the driveway would fit Grunt and I, once she get... Well, I'll say it afterwards. Or, actually... Yeah, I'd probably say it. Is it okay if Grunt and I rest here before we head back?
So my dad lives here. He might question the cars and the thing, but you can park right on the street. That should be fine.
No one will try to steal us?
Probably not.
I mean no offense,
No,
Olivia.
I get it. It's a fair question given everything. Just lock your doors.
Yes, I will start doing that. And turning on headlights at night as well.
Yes.
Alright, well, you have a wonderful night, Olivia, and we will be back tomorrow. Although, I might ask Grunt if we should just stay here instead of going back and forth, since we need to rest I was in the process of resting when this all started. And I really don't want to talk to Secundus right now.
Go get some sleep. And I just kind of pat your hood a little bit.
Thank you. You rest well, and I will speak with you soon.
Alright. And I give Grunt a wave.
Hold on a second. He might transform and wave back.
Oh,
See, I was concerned he was going to honk his horn, but...
He does not.
Okay. Okay. I just do a little friendly 2 taps on the hood, and I head into my house.
I will internal radio to Grunt. She said we could park on the road, and as long as we lock our doors, we should be fine. I never finished my sleep cycle. I figured I'd get a couple of hours before heading back to base. And yeah, I think Secundus is going to want to speak with me in more depth without Olivia around.
You're in trouble.
I got that impression. And I may have said some things to him on a private channel, which he may not have been happy about. Are you heading back now, or are you going to rest cycle yourself?
Oh no, this is the middle of my recon session.
Okay. All right.
I've got nights.
Then I will talk to you later, Grunt. And if you're within range, I might check in with you before I head back to base.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you again for everything tonight. I couldn't have made it without you.
Yeah, you were really low on energon.
Yeah, it was. I really need... I can't wait till Doc gets that solar port for me. I didn't really need...
parts.
Yeah. All I had to offer him was cuffs. But, well, I don't really need those for this planet.
No. What would you handcuff?
Definitely not any Decepticons.
I hope not. Hopefully they're all dead by now.
Yeah, I really don't want to fight another one.
Okay.
You have a good night, Chris. Happy...
It's morning now.
You have a good recon, Grunt.
Alright.
Alright, and then Ramp Jumper would go to his sleep cycle, and I think that would be enough for an episode.
Okay. Not the most exciting episode, but I think it was a lot of fun.
Indeed.
It was perfectly cromulent.
I don't know if that's the appropriate use of cromulent, but alright.
I don't know, my soul feels embiggened.
I was going to try and work that in.
Nice. Oh. Well.
Did either of you ever watch the IT Crowd?
No.
Yes.
Tinette Bra.
Yep.
Good morning. That's a nice Tinette Bra.
Was this the British IT crowd?
Yes.
I thought there was a US one too, so that's why I asked.
Nope.
There was not a US one. Okay, they made US ones of other stuff, so.
They were going to, but the production never it died in pre-production,
Gotcha.
which is too bad because I think it would have been. It could have been as big as The Office over here. Maybe
Fair enough.
not, but it's just a hilarious show, and like most of British comedies, continuity wasn't all that great, but it was a whole
fun.
lot of fun. Yeah. Well, British shows from that era, anyway, for comedies.
Well, all you truckers out there, we thank you again for listening to us have a wonderful
Hold on.
adventure. I was going to turn it over to you. Be patient, Beas. Be patient.
You're doing the whole, goodbye, farewell, advider, saying goodbye, good night, or whatever it is. I don't know.
I was going to say, you just said goodbye twice. But since Beas is chomping at the bit to say
adieu,
it,
adieu,
I turned it over to Beas.
and you.
Oh.
All right, if anyone out there, you good?
I was turning it over to you. Yes, go.
All right. If any of you guys out there in Blam Blam Truckerland happen to know somebody who could listen to a movie pitch at Warner Brothers, I have some amazing, and I do mean amazing, superhero movie ideas. I'd love to pitch one to you. And yes, I'd be watching costs, which is a big thing, as you guys who've been following the channel know. And I really think I could help you guys make a lot of money and make some great movies. So, if you know somebody over there, contact us, let us know, and hopefully I'll be able to pitch for someone soon. Thank you.
All right. We will see you, truckers.
Keep on